Good morning, Barstow. I'm Amara.
And I'm Sydney. Today we have a busy show with lots of sports news and super exciting pieces. Let's roll that intro.
This week, there is an upper school meeting with 9th grade in the auditorium on Wednesday, April 14th at 12 to 12:45.
Also this week, there is a virtual coffee day for 2nd grade parents and 3rd grade teachers at 12:40 to 1:10 on Zoom.
Today, the boys baseball team is playing an away game at Maranatha at 5 p.m. Boys baseball will continue with the Grandview tournament starting on Thursday at 4 p.m. If the boys win that game, they will continue to play on Friday and Saturday of this week. Track also has a meet on Tuesday at Wellington Napoleon.
The boys golf team will compete at Jaguar Golf Invitational today at 10 a.m. In other news, Barstow girls soccer has 2 home games this week, one today at 5 and another on Thursday at 7. Senior night for all sports teams is also on Thursday, April 15th during the soccer game. Good luck to all.
You know what, Sydney? Watching all these movies at home is getting really boring.
Yeah, I totally agree. I wish there was another way to watch movies while still being COVID safe.
Well, I did hear Genevieve found a cool new way to watch movies while still being COVID safe. Let's check it out.
The Boulevard Drive-In just opened back up after being closed for the winter and is a great way to get out of the house while being COVID safe. My family went to see Godzilla vs. Kong, but they show different movies throughout the season, so be sure to keep an eye on the schedule. We had a lot of fun, and this is a nice way to spend time with family.
Who's gonna win?
I think it's gonna be a tie.
It's gonna be a tie?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's gonna win?
Movies show on Fridays and Saturdays just after sunset, but the gates open earlier. You can check the website for details. Tickets are purchased at the box office when you arrive and must be paid in cash. It costs $10 per person, and kids 11 and under are free. There are COVID restrictions in place, but it's important to do your part to stay safe. We got a spot at the end of a row so we'd be near fewer people. It's recommended to stay in your vehicle as much as possible and be sure to wear a mask and social distance whenever walking around. The concessions are technically open with a limited menu and social distancing requirements, but it's a fairly cramped indoor space, so we decided to bring our own. Also, be sure to bring some bug spray if you want to avoid annoying mosquito bites. You should also bring lawn chairs to sit by your car or blankets if you want to make a comfy space in the trunk. If you do get there early and want something to do, there's a little creek over the hill. There's plenty of space to stay far away from everyone else if you want to watch the water or skip rocks. Up on the hill also gives a great view of the drive-in and train tracks. Speaking of which, the drive-in is next to their train tracks, and a train may pass by before or during the show, which can be pretty loud, but it's all part of the experience. Well, I hope you get the chance to visit the drive-in if you'd like. Have fun and stay safe, Barstow.
Sydney, we're live.
Sorry guys, I'm just getting some studying on before my bio test. I've just been having such a hard time trying to study and stay focused.
Well, luckily, Maddie made a piece that will help you stay productive during your study time.
Well, let's roll it.
With 1 quarter left before the end of the year, now is the time to really start organizing and preparing for our last projects, tests, and exams. Whether you're an 8th grader preparing for your first end of the year finals or an upperclassman ready to take on AP exams, here are some ways I help keep myself focused and motivated in the final stretch. I think that it's important to note that each person has a different brain and therefore learns and processes information differently. It really does take understanding your learning style and study habits to make a process that works for you, but here are some good places to start. Planning out the day is my favorite place to start. I do this by putting assignments in 2 areas. One is the strict due date assigned by the teacher, and the other one is the days that I plan on working on that assignment. I think this method is especially important for longer projects or essays because it makes the process so much easier. Instead of writing an essay, you're writing a couple sentences every day for a couple of days. Starting with quotes, writing the thesis, writing intro sentences, finishing the paragraphs, and then the conclusion, and then you have extra time to really refine and edit your work. If you like digital planners, the Barstow website is a great resource, especially with the Add Tasks feature to plan out your work for the day. If you're like me and love a good paper planner, I recommend the ones that have a to-do list on the side to easily see what is due and what to complete for the day at the same time. Now that our days are organized, let's talk about study habits. Finding a few quiet and comfortable places to study and work are very important due to the nature of our brains. As comfortable as it is to study in a bed, this hinders our sleeping cycle because our brain begins to associate our work with bed. If you have a hard time falling asleep and continue to do homework in bed, try a few weeks working at a desk or somewhere else and see if you see a difference. I also like mixing up where I do my work, especially with online school. If you have reading assignments or something that can be done on a computer, move to a more comfortable chair or couch, but desks definitely do work better for handwritten assignments. If you frequently become distracted or unmotivated, I would recommend the app called Focus. You can set a timer or stopwatch for the designated time you would like to study to help grow trees in your forest. When you turn on the deep focus feature, the tree will die when you leave the app. When you grow enough trees in your forest, you can actually plant a tree in Africa. So if the feeling of procrastination isn't enough to guilt trip you into studying, maybe thoughts on harming the environment will. If you want to take it a step further, you can invite friends to study with you, and guess what? If they slip up and leave the app, your progress goes away too. Hopefully these tips are enough to get you started for the fourth quarter. Remember to work smarter, not harder, plan out your days, and take care of yourselves. Find ways to balance the stress, whether that's through yoga, painting, baking, or whatever keeps your mind calm. Drink water, get plenty of sleep in that bed you will not do homework in, and if you need a little motivation, remember summer is just a few weeks away. Best of luck to everyone in the final stretch of the weirdest school year ever. You got this.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Now I know we will both ace our bio test.
Yeah, thanks, Maddie.
Well, that wraps up our show for today. I've been Amara.
And I've been Sydney. Have a great week, Barstow.